Welcome, everyone. Race number 7 here in the Gen 4 Series. I'm the Glad Dad here with the Outcast Motorsports Network, broadcasting the Outcast Motorsports Gen 4 League. Hope everyone is excited for tonight. I know I sure am, and we've got a bunch of people in this lobby tonight. Looks like 22 people registered in the Gen 4s at a funky track, Motegi. It's going to be a hoot, I can promise you that. So buckle in, choose your favorite driver, and yeah, let's get this thing down trackside and take a look at some of these drivers. Currently at the top of the board, this cat right here. Kyle Franklin, 36.167. That's quite a bit faster than the rest of these guys out here. Sellers, second fastest. Brandon Brock out here on the track, doing some tandem here with Eric Johnson. You can see Eric Johnson right there. And looks like we got Eric in the webcams tonight as well. You can see him right there. Ready to go. Got the Twitch stream up above and got the triple screens. Looking good, looking solid. We'll see if he can do something with these boys tonight. We've also got Charles Wilson out here, currently 8th fastest. That's pretty quick, Terry Litweiler just behind. So, I mean, these are top 10 times right here, folks. Drew Kuhn, currently 11th fastest. He missed the race on Tuesday, but he's out here in the Gen 4s tonight. So, hopefully he's got some practice in. I know his work schedule's been hectic lately, but yeah, he's not getting as much practice as he would like, that's for sure. But good luck tonight to Drew. Josh Newman out here, looking good. Currently 15th fastest. And Rob Williams in that VFW. Man, that's one great looking paint scheme right there. And can't forget about Jordan Massey out here. And James Watson as well. These guys were really fast here Tuesday night. But different car, same track, way completely different characteristics. And last but not least, we've got Rob Hamilton. Oh, Rob Hamilton on the wall right there. You can see Rob there with his hood up. And he's in VR tonight, not doing the monitors, in the VR. So good luck to Rob. And we've got Mr. Brian Zemer out there, currently 10th fastest. But of course, we've got one of the #1 fans in the chat, Crew Chief Franklin 11. Hey y'all, race day and good luck, y'all. Kyle Franklin practicing in pit road entries. It's going to be very important tonight. Very important. We've seen some slip-ups happen Tuesday night, so let's hope these guys have got it figured out. Jacob Answorth out there with a different paint scheme. Almost didn't recognize him except for that 74 on the side. And let's see, who's that in front of him? That is Drew Kuhn out there. It says something on the front of Jacob Answorth's car. I'd like to get a glimpse of that. I believe it says move over. And David Vodka rocking that paint scheme that he likes so much, that old DuPont Looney Tunes. That's one of his favorites. He always reverts back to that. And now we got Ronnie Welcher coming out on track. He's sitting down in his rig now, got his VR headset on. So we will show him. You can see him right there, trying to get everything set up and figured out. And Ryan Fuchs, our defending champion of last season. He's on track, and he's got his webcam on as well. Good luck tonight to Ryan Fuchs. And let's see if we can't get these standings up so for you folks can see what we're looking at here. Brandon Brock, Kyle Franklin tied for first place. Now, but check out these bonus points now. Kyle Franklin hasn't had the best of runs here. Yes, he's won. He's got 2 wins under his belt. Brandon Brock with 1. But Kyle Franklin's had some problems here at some tracks. But check out the bonus points here. Kyle Franklin, 19 bonus points. Brandon Brock, 10 bonus points. And they're tied for the lead. So you don't have to have solid finishes in order to finish up top or to be ahead on these standings. But those bonus points really add up. And look at Jacob Answorth. He's got 1 win. He's in 3rd. Tied with Eric Johnson. Has also got 1 win. And 11 and 8 bonus points right there between the 2 of them. Shannon Donathan in 5th. Which I don't believe Shannon Donathan. Let me check my scoreboard here. Shannon Donathan's not out here. So his time, it's just going to drop. Kel Peterson. I don't see Kel out here either. So Charles Wilson, if he has a good finish tonight, he's going to probably jump up into the top 5. Joshua Newman in 8th, and Drew Kuhn and Aaron Sellers tied for 9th. So really, really close top 10 here. And it's only going to get closer. We've got this race and then one more, which is Daytona, and then we're going to go into a activation of the top 10 are going to, you know, those are going to be the guys battling for the points. Which you can see here. Let's throw this up. So we're at Motegi, or Mobility Resort, Motegi Oval tonight for 115 laps. We got Daytona and then the activation of the top 10 drivers. Then we're going to Michigan, Bristol, Homestead, USA. And then it's the top 5. Then we go into the championship race, which is Texas. And the admins here at the Outcast have just thrown monkey wrenches into this championship this year. It's this season, it's not going to be nearly as easy as it was. I mean, look, you got Daytona deciding the top 10 on the cutoff race. Then you got Bristol, which is a tough one, and USA, which is a short track, really. It's so tight. It's just ridiculous. And it's going to make for a really fun race and a frustrating race for some others, you know, that have bad luck at USA. So really hats off to those guys for you know, giving a really challenging season this season. So we've got 5 minutes left here in practice. A lot of guys on pit road here. And a lot of guys out on track with some long runs too. Salty Shell back. Let's go. Hubert Johnson. We live, baby. Yeah, we live. We live. Oh, Dalton Hall's out here now. He's out of pit road and on the track. He's a he's a newer driver here this season. Oh, Rosebud Grandma in the chat. How are we doing, Rosebud? Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening. Brandon Brock out here, 33 lap run. Well, 33, I'm not sure if that's a complete run, but he's ran 33 laps since practice open. Jacob Answorth with 56 and Kyle Franklin with the most. Nope, Brian Seamer with the most, 67, 68 laps since practice open. So these guys are very familiar with this track by now. I mean, that's a little over half the run in the race. Hats off to those guys for practicing. Hey, Rosebud, there's Aaron Sellers. Hopping back out on track. He's had quite a few practice laps out here tonight as well. 51 laps he's turned since the lobby opened almost an hour ago. Hopefully he'll have a good run tonight. Terry Litweiler with Auto America on the roof of that car. And he's got LuLaRoe on the quarter panels there. Hopefully Terry can do some magical things tonight. He was really, really fast on Tuesday, and then I'm not exactly sure what happened. Maybe a pit road error or something, but it put him a lap down, and man, just could not recover after that. We only had one caution. But yeah, hopefully Terry has a really good run tonight. Terry had his tires unchecked. Got you. Thank you, Hubert. I appreciate that. I'd wondered what happened. Because, man, he was really fast, running up in the top 5 consistently, and then pit stop cycles happened, and poor Terry just couldn't recover because we only had one caution early. And here's a guy right here, Charles Wilson. He's consistent to say the least, but he needs a little bit more luck and a little bit more solid finishes. I'd like to see him more getting in the top 5 here tonight. I mean, it's really helped his chances. But man, he gets caught up in some late race stuff and just has good solid runs through the entire race, and then about the last quarter of it, things just happen, man. Very unfortunate for Charles. Brian Zemer as well. Brian's been fast, but I think he got in a wreck at Darlington, took him out of the race. And, I mean, he was a good solid top 3 most of the night. And here we go. Practice is over. It's time for qualifying. Hubert Johnson, 22 drivers, great field size this late into the season. My words, I couldn't have said it better myself, buddy. Great turnout. Super happy that we've got this many people committed. I mean, week in and week out, we're having 20 plus. It's just a great turnout. This league is very successful. But you know what? It can't be successful without all the fans in the stream supporting. And yeah, it's not possible without the sponsors and the drivers. These drivers are committed. They you may see them on the air on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but they're turning laps right after the races. Like Tuesday night, they're turning laps on the next track. That's how committed they are. And it really shows. This isn't just a game to these guys. Anyway, let's get to qualifying here. Enough jibber jabber from the Glad Dad. Ryan Fuchs out here. Our defending Gen 4 Series champion. Crew Chief Franklin, so excited for tonight. I am too. And it should be an extremely good race tonight. You would think. So far, Drew Kuhn up to the top spot. Franklin bests him by just about a half a second. Terry Litweiler up to second now. I think second lap's going to be quickest. Looking at the trend here, second lap's going to be fastest. I just don't think they have the grip. I think 1 and 2 is going to be a little too slick for them on the first lap. But I think once the tires heat up here, they're going to really be cooking. Kyle Franklin currently with the top spot here, 36-18. Eric Johnson, 36-47. And Terry Litweiler currently in third. Jacob Answorth up to fourth. Coming up to take his second lap, or finish his second lap here. What's it going to be? Up to third. He's going to knock Litweiler down. And here we go. Aaron Sellers just completed his second lap. Only 8th quickest right now. Ryan Fuchs up to 5th. With a 36-68. Really close times. I'm really liking it. Practice has definitely paid off for these boys, that's for sure. Steve Giberson, old shake and bake, out on track. He's completed his second lap and currently 10th fastest. And Ronnie Welchel, really good lap from the old Welchel. Dalton Hall out here about to cross the finish line for his second lap. Let's see what it is. He's currently 12th, and that's going to move him up to 9th place. Now Brandon Brock just completed his first lap. Here it is on his second. Coming out of 2 here, looking really good, really solid exit right there from Brock. But this one right here is the one that matters. That tight corner. All right, he enters mid to low, exits low, opens up the exit. I think it's going to be a good one here. Probably 3rd fastest. 2nd fastest. David Vodka is going to go to 4th. And here we go here. Rob Hamilton coming to complete his second lap. Currently 12th fastest. We'll see what this lap holds. A little bit slower. 12th. We'll take a 12th. Matt Marklin already with his second lap. Currently 18th. And Joshua Newman. This is his warm-up lap here. He's coming to take the green for the first time. Ronnie O 22, sweet. Pete. Yeah, that 18, boy. And Lova Jackson, good luck drivers, especially Johnson, number 18. All right, Josh Newman up to 17th so far. Coming out of turn 2 here on his second lap. This was going to be a fire lap for Joshua Newman. I just know it. We'll see what this lap holds for him. Looks pretty solid there in turn 3 and 4. Opens up the exit there. Really solid. We're going to see what he's got here. And that's going to move him up to 12th. Not too shabby there. And last but not least, Kel Peterson. Currently 22nd. We're going to see what he's got here. Oh, he's loose. That's it. That's it for Kel. So he's going to start at the back of the field. How unfortunate. And looks like that's gonna be it here. Let's see if we can't get a word in from somebody. We got how many minutes? Oh man, we got 3 minutes. Let's get somebody in here. Let's see. From race 3, we've got none other than Kyle Franklin. Kyle Franklin, how we doing?
I'm doing great. How about you, Adam?
Man, not as good as you. I mean, looking solid here. You got to grab the pole for sure here, and you're sitting tied with in first place with Brandon Brock. And I was just telling the folks at home, you may have 2 wins, but you've had some bad races. But dude, you got 19 bonus points. That's why you're contending for the lead.
Yeah, those bonus points are really important, in the league. So I kind of focus on them, and then, and then try to race my heart out.
That's right. Well, you since the lobby opened, you turned about 70 laps here in an hour. So I mean, you pretty much went the distance tonight already, and the race hadn't even started. Are you prepared for tonight? You gonna race your guts out? Because I mean, we've only got one more race till the cutoff, so we need a good solid finish from the Franklin.
Just a solid finish tonight, keep it clean and just be, up there, close to the podium. If we can get a podium, that'd be awesome. But, just trying to keep her in one piece and, peace of mind. Got to start in the back, got a UL tonight. It's going to be interesting, guys on different tire strats and things like that. So,
well, man, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, we got 115 laps tonight. That's 10 laps more than we had Tuesday night. 2-stop out of the question. Absolutely out of the question. So we're going to have a little splash and go at some point.
Are you sure it's out of the question?
Ain't no way, buddy. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. I mean, you can't do it, but you're
going to lose too much. You're going to lose too much ground.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it is possible, but I don't think you're getting in the top, 10 doing it.
Well, I love these type of races, Kyle, and I'm going to tell you why. We've had a few races, I can count on one hand how many we've had like this, where the, say, the distance is so long that some people pit early for that splash, and then some people will pit late. And it's really a crapshoot whether or not, you can make up that time.
Yeah. No, I don't know about pitting early. I never liked it because you're just down the whole race.
Yeah.
It's wicked loose in one coming out of 2. So we're just kind of play it by ear here.
Awesome. All right, buddy. Well, good luck tonight. I'll move you back up there, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end.
All right. Thank you, Adam.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. That was Kyle Franklin with his advice He don't think he's going to pit early, but you know what? We're going to get some strategies where some guys are going to take a splash and go, and the first 13 to 15, 16 laps, they're going to get a splash and go, and then you're going to get some guys that's going to do it in the middle, and some guys are going to wait till the end. And as we're gridding up here, there we go. The fog is thick today, Eric Johnson. You are exactly right, my friend. And it looks thick. Let's get down to the starting grid, shall we? Starting on the pole, Mr. Kyle Franklin. Tied for first place is Brandon Brock on his outside. Starting third, Eric Johnson. Starting fourth, David Vodka. Fifth is going to go to Jacob Answorth. Terry Litweiler in sixth. Seventh is Charles Wilson. To his outside is Ryan Fuchs. Ninth is Brian Zemer. And 10th is Drew Kuhn. P11 is going to go to Aaron Sellers, Josh Newman in 12th. Rob Hamilton starting 13th. To his outside, Dalton Hall. 15th is Ronnie Welchel. Steve Giberson, Old Shake and Bake is 16th. Jordan Massey 17th. And James Watson in 18th. Matthew Markland in 19th. Anthony Bennett 20th. And we've got two drivers left. Rob Williams at 21st. And Kel Peterson in 22nd. Whew, that was a mouthful. And here we go with the formation lap. We got EOLs happening here. And we all know who the EOLs are going to go to. It's going to go to Kyle Franklin, Brandon Brock, and Jacob Answorth. Race control with the extra parade lap to get these drivers back to where they need to be as far as the EOL is concerned, and then get everybody else to move up. Tighten that field up, strap those belts even tighter, and we're going to go green here and very shortly. All right, folks, I know I completely crashed out Tuesday night with the over and under on pit caution laps, or cautions. I said 6. I had zero faith in the Outcast guys. I'm going to go 4 cautions tonight. What are your guys' pick in the chat? Let's hear it. We got 34 people. I need 34 answers. The old Black Dad says 4 cautions. Jacob Answorth says 2. And Crew Chief Franklin still saying 3. Okay, I got you. Good solid numbers and a lot of faith in these guys. I've seen the practice. I've seen the practice. And man, is it sketchy. Oh my. Here we go. We're going to need the fog to subside and the sun to shine, as we've got Charles Wilson and David Vodka going to lead us to the green flag with Zemer and Litweiler in the second row. Pace car will be going here in just a moment, and we're going to get this thing going. Here we go, folks. Green flag is in the air. David Vodka with the run. Oh my goodness. Really good start from the Vodka. And he's all the way on the high side, too. He's going to have one heck of momentum here. But it's going to come late on the straightaway as Terry Litweiler's looking to the inside of the 24 right now. Back here, Drew Coon in the calamity right here. There's cars everywhere. Ronnie Welchel already up 6 positions. 6 spots Welchel's picked up. And he's still on the move as he's looking to get Rob Hamilton here for 8th. Underneath Hamilton. And back up front, I hate that I missed it, but Terry Litweiler passed Charles Wilson for the lead. Aaron Sellers on the move. Aaron Sellers, one of our biggest movers, up 8 spots since the drop of the green flag 3 laps ago. He's looking to do something here with the 57 as he's got a ton of rotation and momentum carrying him out of 4. Underneath the 57, 57 backs out. There's no racecraft like Charles Wilson's racecraft. He's longevity. That's his middle name. Aaron Sellers up to 2nd. He's on the move. Let's take a look here at the last laps. Aaron Sellers is the fastest by far. And Anthony Bennett with the best 5-lap average. Everybody's pretty much singled out here. Go back here in the back. Kyle Franklin, one of your points leaders here, already up to 11th spot. Brandon Brock not so lucky. Brandon Brock only in 17th. He's picked up just a handful of positions here. He's played it nice and safe. And take a look here. Eric Johnson back there being nice and smooth. And let's see here. Jacob Answorth, 3rd in points here. Had an EOL, now he's up to 13th. But this guy right here, Kyle Franklin, is on the move, already up to 8th position in 7 laps. Went from 20th. Oh, we got a caution. Steve Giverson and Matt Markland. Matt Markland with some nose damage. Steve Giverson, doesn't look like he's hurt too bad. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened between these two. Giverson underneath the bottom, Markland on top. Oh, they just get together and then Giverson gets turned. We'll look at it one more time here. Looks like just a racing incident. Markland off the wall further than what Giverson was expecting. And then they just touched and it turned Giverson on the nose of Markland. We're good, we're good. Doesn't look like too much damage from the old shake and bake. Matt Markland on pit road getting some damage fixed. He's got the most damage. It's like right front and left front nose damage. But Terry Litweiler out in charge, out in front. And here we go, strategy at play. Guarantee you these guys aren't going to take any tires, but they're going to take as much fuel as they can hold. Terry with a good box here. But this right here, this pit stop, is really going to help out Franklin, though. Franklin with the #1 box. He's going to pick up some spots. Yeah, it's definitely going to help Franklin out, having that #1 pit stall. Pace car lights are on, and looks like Answorth did not pit. Only one that did not pit. Answorth playing the strategy. Oh, and you can see there, I was looking for that earlier. The front of Answorth's bumper says move over, but it's backwards. So when you're looking out your mirror, your rearview mirror, you can actually read it. How clever is that? Pace car lights are off, so we're gonna go green this next time by. Take a look here at all our drivers tonight. You can barely see them. We got Eric Johnson in here, Rob Hamilton, Ronnie Welchel, Ryan Fuchs, and Steve Giberson. 5 drivers showing their pretty faces. So yeah, appreciate you guys sharing that with us. And pace car is going to be going off. Green flag in the air once again. Jacob Answorth with a really good jump here. And Aaron Sellers is going to follow. Yeah, Jacob Answorth setting the pace right now. Really fast lap here. Getting back up to speed. Drew Kuhn all the way at the top of the track, back down to the bottom. Kel Peterson moving up though. Kel up 14 spots. Kel making the pass work on Drew Kuhn as we've got David Vodka and Brian Ziemer battling here side by side. Rob Hamilton and Josh Newman battling here. Aaron Sellers trying to close the gap up on Answorth. Everyone pretty much single file. NSA Hawkeye, howdy. How we doing tonight? Take a look back here. Ronnie Welch has lost some spots. No longer in the top 10. Back to 14th. Brandon Brock still back here in 17th as he's making the move up on Dalton Hall and Rob Williams. Gonna put him up in the 16th spot now. And we're pretty much getting single file here. That's pretty cool, Hawkeye. Yeah, it takes a lot of finagling to get everything just right. I mean, it took me 2 seasons of Outcast broadcasting to even get mine close. On board here with Jacob Answorth, looking back to Sellers. As Kyle Franklin's now up into the 3rd position. Blood is in the water and Kyle Franklin smells it. Oh yes sir, we're doing very well up here. Very well. Exciting race, and check this out up here. The 88's got a ton of pressure here on the 74, but don't look yet, Sellers. Franklin's right there. Seller to the top spot. Franklin underneath the 74 for position. He's going to grab the position, and now he's going to go after Sellers. Only 2/10 separate these cats. David Vodka by himself, no danger just yet. The 62 being harassed by the 68 right now of Jordan Massey. Aaron Sellers back up front. You know, he did really good Tuesday night. So he's no stranger to the lead. Everybody pretty much single filed out right now. On board with the Franklin Racing number 11. As he's trying to do something here. Let's take a look at his last lap versus the leader's lap. Leader's lap almost a 10th faster than Kyle's. He's gonna have to change his lineup here. He's in a little earlier there, Dan Sellers. And he's very committed to that white line. I'm gonna see here, Kel Peterson in 7th. Hasn't been able to move up much more since then. Everybody pretty much single filed out now. Eric Johnson's only moved up a few spots here. Ronnie Welch up out of the groove. Brandon Brock finally on the move, up to 12th. Looking to do something here with the 24 Vodka. Zemer and Kuhn pretty much settled in. Peterson settled in, and Charles Wilson trying to work on the 15 here. Aaron Sellers putting the gap on Kyle Franklin now. 0.8 of a second. Jacob Answorth's not letting the 11 get too far away. As we've got a pass here. The 20 trying to make the pass happen on the 57. Really tight battle going on between the 20 and the 57. Charles Wilson's had enough. He's not trying to let him by at all. Great racing and defensive line from Wilson. He's making Peterson work for it. Peterson does get by, but man, he had to really try to get that one. Brock now up in 11th position, and he's got Newman right in front of him. He's made the pass on Vodka. Johnson now on the move as well. Past Dalton Hall, now looking for Rob Hamilton, which is just about a second and a half ahead of him. And back up front, ooh. The time is getting lower. Now about 0.6 or so, separating first to second. And now it's gained a little bit. Not sure if Franklin had a little bobble there. Ryan Fuchs has Peterson just about closed up the gap there on him. A couple of car lengths separate the two. Peterson had to work so hard to get around Charles Wilson. He may have burned his stuff up, or at least overheated it more than what he's planned on doing, because Wilson hasn't really left him. Drew Coons up there in the battle as well, followed by Zemer. Brandon Brock finally cracked into the top 10. He's got 2 seconds gap between him and ninth place Brian Ziemer. He's closing in quickly though. Got it down to a second and a half now. But the guy on the move right now, lightning fast, is Aaron Sellers. But we should start seeing pit stop cycles happen fairly soon now. Especially with this guy right here, Jacob Answorth, has not pitted. Everyone pitted on lap 8. Jacob Answorth did not, so he will be pitting a minimum of 8 laps before these other guys. We should start seeing him come in about, I don't know, 5 more laps or so. Kerry pretty comfortable out there right now in 4th. Ryan Fuchs in the 20 of Kel Peterson battling here. Ooh, Kel Peterson a little loose right there. Charles Wilson still up there next to him though. If Kel has one more bobble, Charles can capitalize on that pass. Aaron Sellers though, making the gap even larger, 1.5 seconds over Kyle Franklin in second. Jacob Answorth should be pitting here in the next few laps. Brandon Brock just about closed the gap up now. Took about 3 or 4 laps to close up a second. Now just about a half a second separates him from Ziemer. There's a rolling roadblock up here as Kale's finally able to do something here with Ryan Fuchs. Peterson capitalizes on that position, moves up into the 5th spot. Downshift from Peterson. And man, look at the gap he puts on the 15 there coming out. Crew Chief Franklin, someone wants to check Sellers' car for rocket fuel. No doubt about it. He's being nice and smooth, I can tell you that. Closest battles on the track right now. Fuchs and Wilson. And looks like Drew Kuhn had a little bobble there, allowed Brandon Brock to get on by him. Brandon Brock's passed Ziemer, Kuhn, and now he's working on the 15 of Fuchs. Which is going to put him in the 7th spot. Now he's looking at Charles Wilson. Man, when he caught these guys, he set sail. That's for sure. They've been battling one another for 20 plus laps. Brock gets up there and gets it past. He's back there in the back saving his stuff. And when the time comes, he's capitalizing on these spots here. Oh, Zemer with a huge moment back there. He was loose. Brandon Brock makes the pass up on Wilson. That's going to move Brock up into the 5th position. And Jacob Answorth just pitted, coming out on the access road now. With tires, Jacob Answorth with fresh tires. 2.4 seconds now separates first to second. Answorth only loses 1 lap. Oh, Kel Peterson loose there too. Brandon Brock closing up the gap. Fastest averages here, Aaron Sellers. Still the fastest on track is Sellers. Two tenths faster than Franklin. Sellers is looking at passing Ronnie Welcher here. It's going to put Ronnie a lap down. .74 trying to get his lap back here. Once these guys pit in just a couple of laps, or a few laps rather, he will get his lap back. Brandon Brock still on the charge though, trying to catch Peterson before he goes in the pit. Eric Johnson's worked his way up into 11th. And getting pretty close now to Newman. About half a second now separates Johnson to Newman. As Newman's trying to battle here to get around Drew Kuhn. Should start seeing pit stop cycles happen soon. Here we go, Charles Wilson. First taker here of the leaders that pitted on lap 8. That's going to get them thinking. Aaron Sellers, though, saving fuel. The gap has closed a little bit. Terry Litweiler down pit road. Kel Peterson follows. Kyle Franklin's got it down to about 1.8 now. Leader down pit road right now. Sellers, Franklin, pitting together. Great strategy call from Kyle Franklin on that answer back from Sellers. Zemer down pit road, Drew Kuhn down pit road. A lot of drivers coming. Brandon Brock, Ryan Fuchs still out for now. going to be the battle here between Aaron Sellers and Kyle Franklin. They're really, really close now. Sellers with just a little bit quicker pit stop than Franklin. Brock down pit road. Fuchs down pit road. Kyle Franklin now battling with Jacob Answorth. Jacob's going to have a little bit older. He's going to have older tires now. And the chase for the lead continues. Kyle Franklin 1.6 seconds back now. But what you have to realize is Aaron Sellers was already up front. Okay, Kyle Franklin had to come from the back to the front. Now these guys are first and second with the same lap tires, so they're both on fresh tires. We're going to see what Kyle Franklin has for Aaron Sellers now that the playing field has been leveled. Everybody's scattered out now. Brock and Wilson, closest battle on the track as of now. Lead's been cut down to 1.2 seconds now. Kyle Franklin with the fastest lap of the race right now. Kyle Franklin with a 36.21. Franklin is on the move now. Last lap, Franklin fastest. Get here on board with the number 11. He's trying to catch Sellers while saving some tires. Got it down to 0.8 now. Jacob Answorth falling quickly. Looking off the back. 0.7 of a second, 0.6 now. Jacob Answorth just really, really good coming out of 4. Franklin struggling in that sharper corner. Rob Williams and David Vodka, closest battle here. Everybody's pretty much spread out for the most part. Eric Johnson, though, in the top 10 now. Trying to go after Fuchs. Brandon Brock pretty much even between Cale Peterson and Charles Wilson now. got a nice even gap between the two of them. All about running your line at that point. No drafting, no nothing. No dirty air to contend with. No mirror driving. Just time trial. Racing the track. Aaron Sellers not lacking speed here. I know the playing field's leveled between him and Franklin, but he's still keeping about a 1 second gap between the two of them. Aaron Sellers definitely brought a good race car tonight. Franklin having to contend with the 68 of Jordan Massey here. Got to make it a quick pass. As Aaron Sellers is going to be in lap traffic here fairly soon. Check on see where Kel Peterson is currently in the fifth spot. No really contentions right now. Everyone's still about spread out. Eric Johnson's caught the 15 now. He's looking low. Looks like he's going to dive it in here, and he does. Just doesn't have the momentum or the rotation to get around Fuchs and to stay underneath him. Eric Johnson with great momentum here on the outside. And he's going to clear Ryan Fuchs. Eric Johnson up to ninth place. '88 now in lap traffic as he's trying to contend with Anthony Bennett now. Gets past him. Kyle Franklin now 1.6 seconds back. As we are over halfway in this race. Brock in sixth. Just everybody's so spread out. There's no positions really to be had except this one between the 74 and the 71 now. This is for third. Terry Litweiler on newer tires. About 9 lap newer tires. Terry being nice and easy on the throttle and on the wheel, not over cranking at all. Jacob Answorth doing really good though on those older tires. I mean, running in a 3rd position, so I mean that's pretty good. Been able to hold off Terry Litweiler with newer tires. The 3 and the 20 battling here. Oh, the 20 tight there. Looking here at the fastest 5 for 5. Brandon Brock currently the fastest. Eric Johnson second fastest. Kyle Franklin faster than Aaron Sellers, so he is closing the gap little by little. Got it back down now to under a second, but Aaron Sellers in heavy traffic. Got Rob Williams on the outside, Rob Hamilton on the outside. Really going to allow Franklin to close up. Oh, we've got a caution right now. And I'm not for sure, but let me check this replay here. Kel Peterson slowing way down. I'm not sure what happened. He just went sideways and the caution come out. Second caution of the night. This is right in the middle of a pit stop cycle too, so they're not going to be able to make it all the way from here. Looks like the leaders are heading down pit road right now. Getting the lucky dog to get a wave around here. Going to be quite a race here off the pit road. As Litweiler and Dalton Hall, they're going to stay out here. They pitted on lap 43 and 44. But Aaron Sellers in third, first one to pit. You see Litweiler and Dalton Hall there in the 71 and 34. So they're going to be starting ahead of the leaders here, unless they pit this time. No, they're going to stay out. Bunch of drivers here ahead of them. Here we go. As we're looking on from the chopper here. And at the back of the pace car, lights are off. So it's going to be Litweiler and Hall, front row. Sellers and Franklin, second row. Brock and Fuchs, third row. Oh, got the caution back on because of some drivers moving on around. Trying to catch up to the back of the field. There we go. Looks like everybody's caught up. And now we're going to go double file again. Going down the back stretch right now. At pace speed, it's really, really slow around this track. Let's see what Litweiler has in store for these guys here on this restart. Here we go, pace car is off. Green flag back in the air. Litweiler with a decent jump, but Sellers right behind him. Sellers now up to second. Looking at the back of Terry Litweiler right now. Dalton Hall all the way up the track. He's going to lose a ton of spots here, and a ton of momentum's lost. Terry Litweiler loving that nice clean air. No tires were taken from Aaron Sellers. So it's a pretty much even playing field here. That's why Sellers hadn't been able to really catch Litweiler as fast as he would have if he'd had fresh tires. Kyle Franklin down to 4th place. As Brandon Brock has made it 5. Terry's got company now. Aaron Sellers to the bumper, diving down. Sellers to the bottom, and is he going to clear him? Yes, he's going to get him clear. Litweiler with a very wide exit there, coming out of 2. Sellers back up front. Franklin and Brock battling it out. These two guys are tied for the points going into this race, so every position is going to count. Every bonus point counts as well. Underneath Litweiler. Franklin's going to clear Litweiler, and now it's Brandon Brock's turn. Sellers out to a 1.2 second lead as Brock dives it down and goes up the track just a little bit. Terry Litweiler out of the groove, letting him go. Now Brandon Brock got to get back to Kyle Franklin. A little further back, Jacob Answorth battling with the 71 of Litweiler. And Eric Johnson's now in the mix in the top 10 in 7th. Zimmer currently outside the top 10 in 11th. Drew Kuhn in 10th. Aaron Sellers still leading the way. Look at the laps led here from Aaron Sellers. He's led 55 laps tonight, 56. Fuchs and Litweiler battling it. Well, Fuchs, not Fuchs, but Eric Johnson and Litweiler. Eric Johnson's closed up the gap here, but he's also on defense mode with the 20 of Kel Peterson. Eric Johnson pulls up out of the groove, lets the 20 go. And looks like Litweiler down pit road. With Litweiler pitting right now, he can make it all the way to the end. That was a strategy play from Terry. We'll see how it works out, as he's going to grab a set of tires. He has a set left. I think he's going to grab them. Aaron Sellers now out to a 2.7 second lead over Brock. Kyle Franklin drops, so back down. He's down to 5th now, as Fuchsia's passed him. And Jacob Answorth. Let's take a look here at what happened. Jacob Answorth passes Kyle Franklin. We're going to see what happened to Kyle. Oh, Kyle gets up out of the groove on an overdrive of the entry, and 74 and the 15 go right on by. Kel Peterson down pit road. Last stop of the night. Crew Chief Franklin, I hope that answered your question. Kyle Franklin trying to make that time back up now, as Jacob Answorth almost caught the 3 now. They're going to be battling here within a lap or so. Oh, we've got a caution. Rob Hamilton involved in an incident here, and apparently it was pretty bad. He jumped to the pits. Let's take a look here exactly what unfolded with Rob Hamilton. Oh, and that looks like a VR failure. Something happened there mechanically to make him do that. We'll watch it one more time. Let's get it from the cockpit view here. Just couldn't see. Tough break for Hamilton tonight. Yes, Hawkeye, that was my guess as well. Yeah, Crew Chief Franklin looked like he just dove into the corner, a little bit of an overdrive, or something. Something happened to where he overshot that entry and just got out of the groove and allowed the 74 and the 15 to get by him. Not like Kyle Franklin to make that kind of mistake. As we've got the convoy coming down pit road. And of course, Kyle Franklin with that number 1 pit stall. And where's Jacob Answorth? See, he's coming from the back, mid pit box. Kyle Franklin loses a lot of ground. I say a lot, a couple of spots here. Looks like some off schedule type pit stops. Josh Newman looks like fuel only. So he lost 1 spot there. I thought it was more than that. But Kyle Franklin with fresh tires here to last until the end of this race. Oh man, Hawkeye, yeah, it's very unfortunate. I've definitely had that happen with the VR. It just comes out of nowhere and you're defenseless. Everybody's getting lined up here. Double file. Looks like it's going to be Sellers and Newman in the front row. Answorth, Brock, second row, and Fuchs and Franklin, third row. Going into turn 3 here. Pace car will be off shortly. Green flag back in the air. Aaron Sellers back out front. Oh, the 3 loose. The 3 is loose. Brandon Brock spun it. The 61 as well. Man, tough luck there for Brandon Brock. No yellow either. Now he's way behind here. Currently in the 14th spot. So go back up front. Jacob Answorth in second. Kyle Franklin's now moved up to third. And he's going to clear Newman. Yes, that's going to put him officially into third place. Now he's looking to take over the second. Grab that spot from the 74 of Answorth. Take a look a little further back, couple of cars. You'll find Eric Johnson finally worked his way into the top 5. It took him 80 plus laps to get up into the top 5, but here he is with 25 laps to go, sitting in a really, really good spot. '74. What's wrong with the 74 here? Lost a lot of ground. Gonna put Johnson up into 4th. And Kyle Franklin's going to take that second spot now, and he's under a second from Aaron Sellers. Will Kyle Franklin change his lineup and try to find some speed here late in this race? Only got 23 going to 22. This is the closest he's been to Aaron Sellers all night. Looking back from Sellers. Kyle with a really good corner there. Keeps that momentum up. Now got it within 3/10. Just a few car lengths separate them. Kyle with another good entry here. He's going to lose a little bit of ground on the exit. Kyle's not the strongest here coming out of 4. Hasn't been all night, but he's been good everywhere else. Turn 4 on the exit has definitely been his Achilles heel, but he's definitely trying to overcome it. He's only 2/10 back now. Franklin racing his guts out right now. Eric Johnson trying to work on Ryan Fuchs here. This is the closest anyone's been to Aaron Sellers all night. Kyle Franklin opened up his exit there. Kyle definitely sniffing the draft a little bit here, and he's close enough to get any dirty air that Sellers has to offer. Got a cat fight in the chat here. Franklin says get him. Rosebud Grandma says no. This is the battle of the century right here. Oh man, we've got another caution. Somebody, Rob Williams spun in front of the leader. That's going to reset the field once again with 18 to go when the caution flew. Let's take a look and see what happened to Rob Williams. All I seen was a car dart in front of the leader here. Oh, just got loose coming out of turn 2. Replay that once again. Loose, but yeah, he doesn't get it in. Yes, he does. He gets it in the wall right there at the end. And let's play it again right here. See what Aaron Sellers sees here. He sees the 61, doesn't know he's going to stay high here. That's what I saw. Man, oh man, close call there. That's not something you want to see when you're leading the race. Yes, Crew Chief Franklin, it has been a pretty crappy past few weeks for Kyle. We said it in the pre-race broadcast, or pre-race interview, that the reason he's up there in the points tied for first is all those bonus points that he got in the beginning of the season. These last couple of weeks has just been terrible luck for Kyle Franklin. Just hadn't been able to perform as good as he normally does. But hey, we're still up here competing for a championship, so there is a brighter side to the story. Well, and the first time tonight, the 88 and the 11 starting on the front row. You know, Crew Chief, I can believe that 100%. What you should do, Crew Chief, is run in there and give him a little pep talk here right before this restart, because it's probably going to be the last restart of the race. But we're going to have Sellers and Franklin on the front row. Fuchs and Johnson, second row, and Kuhn and Answorth. Answorth gets another shot at it. Haha, that's funny. That's funny. Well, folks, here we go. The pace car lights are off, so we will be going green this time. And I do have a feeling this is going to be the last caution of the night. But you know what? We still got 15 laps to go, so we shall see. But for Kyle Franklin to have anything for Sellers, he's going to have one really good restart here. Here we go. Pace car is turning off right now. We're getting to the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Here we go. Oh, Franklin, not a great start here. That's going to put Fuchs to his inside. Fuchs underneath Franklin. Answorth trying to do something here with the 18. Newman all over the back bumper of the 21. Fuchs now in second. Rosebud Grandma in the chat. Go, son, go. Jacob Answorth driving as hard as he's driven all night. As Kyle Franklin's now looking back underneath Ryan Fuchs here. This is exactly what Aaron Sellers wants to see. The two guys in second battling side by side. Kyle Franklin back into second. He takes over the spot here. Oh, Terry Litweiler. Loose out of turn two. Gonna lose some spots there. Back up front. Eric Johnson battling, or now he's made the pass on Jacob Answorth. Answorth trying to battle back on the inside. Not going to have the momentum. Aaron Sellers up to a 0.6 of a second lead. Crossing the start-finish line here to put him 10 laps to go. Can he hold on for 10 more laps? Kyle Franklin and Aaron Sellers ran identical laps last lap, 36.63. Same exact lap times. Aaron Sellers going underneath the flag. The start-finish line there to bring it to 9 laps to go. Still maintaining about a 2 to 9/10 gap. Eric Johnson dropped to 6th place here. Brian Zemer takes over the 5th spot. Jacob Answorth makes that pass on Johnson as well. 21 trying to do something with the 71. .34 with the dive bomb underneath of Newman, and he's going to clear Newman here. No, he's not. Newman rallied back on the outside. Great move from Newman. Back up front here. 1 second gap between Sellers and Franklin. 7 laps to go. Looking back at Kyle Franklin here. Not at Kyle Franklin, I'm sorry, Aaron Sellers. Kyle Franklin now 1.3 seconds back. Does Kyle Franklin have anything left in the tank? Any more go-go juice can he find? Aaron Sellers is now 2/10 faster the last 2 laps than Franklin. He's losing ground quick. Ryan Fuchs with a great run here tonight, 3rd. Jacob Answorth trying to do something though, trying to get closer to him as Brandon Brock's trying to rally back up inside the top 5. Brandon Brock underneath Brian Zemer. That's in 6th. Now he's got Eric Johnson right in front of him. Not sure if he can close that gap in time. It is a half a second between the two. Two-second gap now between the top 2. Aaron Sellers now 2.3. Coming down into turn 3. Aaron Sellers getting the white flag. This race is official. They will race back to the checkered. Aaron Sellers now with just about a 3-second gap. All he's got to do is make it back around. Aaron Sellers coming out of turn 4 for the final time. He's going to win it, capture the flag here at Motegi. Led 92 of 115 laps tonight. What a rocket ship Aaron Sellers brought to the track tonight. Fantastic job done by the 88. He's running an old Dale Jarrett paint scheme, UPS, and let me tell you, that guy was hauling the mail tonight. Everybody giving him that congratulatory bumps and runs. Fantastic job. You couldn't ask for a better race. Great battles from the front to the back tonight. Got a little separated there after some pit stop cycles, but man, those cautions rallied us right back together, and great finish to the great night. All right, let's see here. Let's get our guys here. Let's see if we can't get Jacob Answorth here in the booth with us. Mr. Answorth, glad to have in the booth. You got me.
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
Man, doing good, buddy. Doing good, man. Enjoyed you watching you get through the field there. I mean, you consistent top fives throughout the night. Yeah, I guess we saw you overdrive the one of the corners, lost a few spots, and then rallied right back up there to finish third.
Yeah, I got real loose out of 4, and it was sideways pretty much all the way down to the line, but I kept it straight, and then that caution that came out really saved my butt. That was, whew, breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you needed. You were third in points coming into this race. You finished third tonight, and hopefully you got some bonus points there.
Oh, that was my whole big strategy decision with that first caution, staying out. I saw everyone coming in, and I thought, well, it's a free point. It's not that far in. I might as well just stay out. lead a few
Absolutely.
laps, let them go by.
Yep, we saw that. Yeah, I guess they pitted on lap 8. You stayed out, grabbed some bonus points, which is the huge deal here in the Outcast League. So yeah, hats off to you for a good strategy call, and yeah, good rally back to third.
Thank you.
Well, if you've got any shout outs you want to give, we'll get those out of the way and we'll get you on down.
I gotta give a shout out to my fiance right here. She's really been keeping me motivated, really helping me out. Got to give a shout out to you. I mean, come on, you keep this whole thing looking interesting. I mean, it's one thing to watch a race. It's one thing to be in a race. You're the one that makes it interesting to watch. You're the one up here doing the hard work. We're just on camera. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then of course all the sponsors. Serta Simmons, they're the big one for the whole Gen 4 league. They're making all this possible. But it's not just them. I mean, we got Auto America, we got Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Jackie Jones, J&M Group, obviously that 21 Pinnacle Wraps. I mean, whew, there's some beautiful cars out there with that sticker on it. You got Roberts Ball Screw, Ularoo, I mean, everybody. And again, it's a shame that Chase isn't here, but man, you did a great job up here. Like always, it's awesome.
Appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that. Always a humble guy and a good friend. So yeah, get out of here, and hopefully we'll see you Tuesday night for the Daytona race.
It'll be Thursday for me,
Thursday,
but yes, sir,
that's right.
I'll be there.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yep, have a good one. Thank you.
You too. All right, and then let's get second place here, Mr. Franklin. Oh, man, just did not have the overall pace tonight, but hey, a good solid second place finish. We'll take that, especially when you're competing for the championship points.
Oh yeah, definitely. Coming from the back, I mean, and dead last to P2, I'll take that any day. Any day. I mean, it was rough. I mean, any dirty air, a car could be almost 3 seconds ahead of you, and the car reacts so bad here.
Wow. Well, Crew Chief Franklin in the chat says you're going to need to buy her a wig after the season's over because she's been pulling her hair out all night and yelling at me and yelling at you. So, yeah, she's definitely your biggest supporter.
There's quite a bit of mistakes there. I mean, I made a mistake and I think fell back to 5th. I mean, I was like, what am I doing? You know? And when you make a big mistake in 3, it hurts quite a bit. So
it does. It seemed like you struggled center off of 4 all night. That just seemed like your Achilles heel. Like you'd gain a lot of ground on the leader, and then once you get to 4, it's just there was no go-go juice there. I didn't see anything different that you were doing.
It's the air. It's the dirty air. Once you kind of suck up, the closer you get, the worse it gets. I mean, and if you notice, I even changed my lane in 1 and 2 to try to be into a little bit cleaner air. Why he's way high, I'm way low, and coming out even down further, I get a big run. But going into the 3, we're kind of matched behind each other. There's not another way to take that. Like, I mean, for me. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have to get him. I can't get a run out of 4. I mean, it was tough. Like dirty air is tough here.
Yeah, we saw that also Tuesday. It was really hard to make the pass on the leader. With he had clean air, it was just the car just was perfect out front. It was just really, really hard to catch the leader. But man, you did everything you could tonight, and yeah, bringing it home P2, man, that's a good congratulations and a hats off to you going from 22nd to 2nd. That's 20 spots. We'll take that.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you got any shout outs you want to give, we'll get those and we'll get you on your way.
Definitely to my family, Chrissy and her daughter there that watch. I don't know if she was watching today. It was a good race. The Outcast boys did a really good job, being pretty awesome and solid. I know this is a pretty tough track if you didn't practice. So she's pretty much loose. If you hit the mark perfectly, she was loose off of coming off of 2. Really not loose off of 4, but that's where all the death pretty much happened, I'm pretty sure, tonight.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Pinnacle Wraps Drive Distinction, J&N Group, Jackie Jones, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America, Serta Simmons, Lulu Row by Tammy Litweiler, Roberts Ball Screw, and then of course you, Adam, and the Outcast Motorsports Network. This is awesome. We get to go back and watch regardless of what happens in the race. You do such a phenomenal job up here in the booth, and we're just glad to have you here. And I know it's a big commitment, and all the work you've been putting in has been freaking awesome. So
appreciate those kind words, sir. And I want to thank you as well. Always a phenomenal job that you do on and off the track coaching these guys. So yeah, hats off to you. They drive better knowing they've got you to coach them. So yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Adam.
Yes, sir. All right, buddy. We'll see you next time. Have a
thank
good
you.
one. And let's see if we can get this guy out here. Mr. Aaron Sellers, old Lightning McQueen from Blue Ridge, Georgia. How we doing tonight?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Watching you dominate this field, man.
Woo!
You led 92
I don't know
laps.
how I did it. We did it.
92
Yes,
laps of 115. I don't know what car you brought, but you didn't bring what the others brought. Let's put it that way.
They already told me they were taking it to inspection, so let's just hope for the best here.
Lights out fast, man. Hey, you had Rosebud Grandma in the chat screaming the whole time. I mean, it was exciting, no doubt, on the track and in the chat. So you definitely got a #1 fan there.
Oh yeah, and I got to put up with her all the time.
Oh man, how fortunate.
That's right. That's right.
Anyway, hey, dude, you was just lights out fast tonight, and you got the right paint scheme, that UPS, because son, you were hauling the mail.
That's right. That's right. I did my best. I just did what everybody taught me to do. That's the main thing.
Well, you drove your guts out, and yeah, I think it's really going to help your point standings here.
Yeah, that's what we're gunning for. It's going to be a coin toss next week, so I really wanted a good clean one this week, just in case. And I think it worked out pretty well.
It did. Now, if you think you can perform like this at Daytona, because we got a cutoff race coming up.
I know it's going to be. I mean, we're just going to have to make friends in the meantime and get each other's phone number and eat dinner a couple of times and get us a drafting partner. It's all going to be. It's going to take a lot of teamwork and patience, but it's going to be fun though, no doubt.
Well, we've got Michigan, Bristol, Daytona, USA, that little short track coming up. I mean, these are some challenging tracks. You thought the beginning of the year was tough. After this cutoff race at Daytona, you've got to perform better than you've performed tonight in order to take this championship home, which I think you can do it, man. You've got the skill, you've got the speed. And Eric Johnson in the chat, good win, Aaron. Way not to beat yourself for once.
For once, that's right.
He's exactly right, man. You could have had a couple more wins, but mistakes happen, and you've been caught up in some accidents, but you overcame it tonight.
Yeah, that's what we're working on. I've been putting my head down and really trying, and hopefully this is the corner that needed turned, and maybe it'll be up from here.
Yeah, well, how cool is it to win here at Motegi? This is one funky track. That's the words I'm going to use here on the broadcast. But yeah, it's a funky track, and man, you did a phenomenal job tonight.
Not only is it fun winning this track, but all these other guys too, to do it with them and run this clean and this good. I mean, it's unbelievable just watching it from this side, and then when you watch it back on stream, it's just unreal. I love it.
That's right, man. All right, buddy. Well, if you've got any shout outs you want to give, now would be the time, and we're going to send you down to the victory lane, also known as the incident review board.
Yeah, buddy. And thank Mama Rosebud. I want to thank Cale Peterson, before I forget, for inspiration for this paint job. He didn't know it yet, but this was all him. And and then we got the sponsors: Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America, Serta Simmons, LuLaRoe, Roberts Ball Screw, J&M Group, Jackie Jones, close to my hometown, Pinnacle Wraps, and you guys up there in the booth too, Outcast Motorsports broadcast team. Y'all are awesome. Miss Chase this week. Be glad to have him back, but you're the man.
Yes, sir. He is he's out sick right now, so he'll be back before you know it. I miss my buddy, that's for sure.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, man. We'll get out of here, and we'll see you Tuesday night for Daytona.
All right, buddy. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too, brother.
All right, folks. That was Mr. Aaron Sellers, Kyle Franklin, and Jacob Answorth. And let's take a look here. You can see where we at right there. There we go. Look at that podium. That's a nice podium right there. I'm happy to see some different guys up here in these top three. Definitely excited to see that. And here we go with the finished results. Aaron Sellers with the capture of the flag here tonight at Motegi. Kyle Franklin in second. Jacob Answorth, nice rally back to third. Ryan Fuchs, good finish. In fourth, Eric Johnson brings it home in fifth. Brandon Brock in sixth. Kel Peterson seventh. Terry Litweiler in eighth. Brian Ziemer ninth. Josh Newman 10th. Dalton Hall, great run from him, in 11th. Drew Kuhn in 12th. Steve Giberson 13th. Jordan Massey 14th. Anthony Bennett in 15th. Ronnie Welchel 16th. David Vodka in 17th. Rob Williams 18th. Charles Wilson in 19th. And Matt Marklin rounding out your 20th spot. Let's take a look here at the Gen 4 schedule. We're going to Daytona next Thursday for 80 laps. That is the cutoff race. So we're going to see who's going to make that cutoff race. Can Aaron Sellers work his way up into the top 10 in the championship? And then the truck schedule here. We're also going to Daytona night, 70 laps there, and it's also the cutoff race. Let's take a look here at what the standings were. Aaron Sellers, yeah, he's tied for ninth. Man, he's going to jump up a couple of spots here. Probably in about the 7th spot, 6th spot, something like that. Quite a big jump. So that was the points going into this race tonight. So Thursday night, we'll keep you updated on what after race number 7 looks like. Anyway, folks, I want to give a shout out to my friends and family that watch me do this or listen to me do this every Tuesday and Thursday for the Outcast guys. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, LuLaRoe by Tammy Litweiler, Serta Simmons, our title sponsor here for the Gen 4 Series. J&M Group, Jackie Jones, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Roberts Ball Screw Repair Services, Pinnacle Wraps. You can find Drew Kuhn on Facebook at Pinnacle Wraps. And Auto America. Anyway, folks, this is the Glad Dad here, reminding you to stay fast, stay clean. As always, it's okay to be an outcast. We'll see you next Tuesday night at Daytona. Have a good one. See you later.